Friends, before we dive into the good stuff, let me set the scene for ya. Raise your hand if you've ever daydreamed about owning a piece of the big city skyline or that dream beach house. I'm not the only one who's fantasized about the glamorous real estate lifestyle. But between you and me, we all know those fancy properties usually require more zeros in the bank account than we've got. I mean, who's got millions just lying around to scoop up a slice of the high rise, am I right? Well, let me spill the deets on a CET way that regular folks like you and me can get in on the action without breaking the piggy bank. I'm talking about crowdfunding in real estate. Now, usually when one big baller investor funds a swanky new build, we're left watching from the sidelines. But crowdfunding flips the script completely. Instead of one high roller calling the shots, a group of everyday investors like you and me pool our chips to become joint owners. It's just like splitting dinner with your crew. Except instead of splitting the bill for truffle fries, we're splitting ownership of that fancy apartment complex downtown. Pretty cool, right? So pull up a seat, because I'm about to reveal how we can all get rich. Living the luxe property lifestyle through the power of crowdfunding. Stick around and I'll show you how to start living large without the big bucks. Sound good? Take a control, build wealth, love your life. Join PGP to master your money, profit from smart real estate, and create the lifestyle you deserve. Subscribe now to learn the insider strategies to financial freedom. Jobs Act, the game changer, enthusiastic and historical. Remember 2012? Psy was rocking the charts with Gangnam Style, and something even cooler was happening in the world of finance, the Jobs Act. This game changer opened the doors for regular folks like us to join the real estate investment party through crowdfunding platforms. Suddenly, owning a piece of prime property wasn't just for the bigwigs anymore. So, who gets to join this awesome real estate investment party? Well, the guest list might surprise you. It's not just millionaires sipping champagne on Wall Street. Thanks to crowdfunding, both accredited and qualified investors can get a seat at the table. So what is the difference between accredited and qualified investors for those unfamiliar with the terms? Think of accredited investors like seasoned property veterans with hefty investment portfolios, while qualified investors have a good handle on finances and meet certain income requirements. But hey, we gotta look out for everyone, right? That's why there are some caps on non-accredited investors, especially when it comes to how much they can invest. It's like having training wheels on a fancy sports car. We want everyone to enjoy the ride, but safety first. Now, some folks might be wondering, why the different levels? Don't worry, we'll dive deeper into that in the next part, where we'll explore the different types of crowdfunding platforms and find the perfect one for your investment style. Alright, so we've got the party guests. Now let's talk about the perks. Real estate crowdfunding isn't just about fancy titles and bragging rights, although, hey, those are pretty cool too. This is about unlocking some serious benefits for investors at all levels. Let's talk about spreading our investment risk smartly. We all know not to put all our eggs in one basket, right? But usually that's easier said than done when buying property on your own. Crowdfunding flips the script by letting us team up to invest together across multiple deals. It's like playing the slots. Even if one property doesn't pan out, our other investments keep the chips stacked up. And get this, crowdfunding lets regular folks like us sink our teeth into the big city real estate usually reserved for billionaires. Ever dream of owning a slice of Manhattan without the megabucks? Well, now you can tap into luxury real estate for less. Speaking of tapping in, I've got a sneaky way for you to get started crowdfunding with limited funds. Check the video description right now and click the link. It'll take you to a free report outlining unique strategies for creating cash flow and equity profits using other people's money. Once you see these little known crowdfunding methods, diversifying your investments and living the high-rise lifestyle will start to look way more achievable. So go empower yourself with that report, and we'll continue exploring how regular investors can profit from premium properties. Sound good? And the best part, you can invest across different properties, diversifying your portfolio like a pro. Imagine owning a chic city condo for weekend getaways and a cozy cabin in the woods for peaceful retreats. Crowdfunding gives you that flexibility without the hassle of managing each one yourself. It's like having a team of experts take care of the dirty work, while you reap the rewards and maybe snap some Insta-worthy pics. So, is your mind blown yet? Remember, This is just the tip of the iceberg. In the next part, we'll explore the potential risks and considerations to keep in mind before diving into the exciting world of real estate crowdfunding. Okay folks, buckle up, things are about to get even more exciting. We've talked about spreading the risk, getting a taste of the big leagues, and owning diverse properties without managing a dozen keys. But here's the real kicker. Crowdfunding lets you access projects you wouldn't normally even dream of. Forget flipping burger patties for real estate cash, think skyscrapers, shopping malls, and even swanky office buildings. These high-flying commercial developments used to be reserved for fat cats in suits. But now, you can join the club with just a click and a few bucks. And guess what? It is now simpler than before to find these golden keys. There will be no more pounding on mahogany doors or attending boring investment meetings. The internet is your playground, with plenty of crowdfunding options just a Google search away. It's like having an itinerary that leads to real estate riches, with the only expense being your investment and perhaps a reliable internet connection. So, now, the question isn't if you can invest in these hidden gems, it's what kind of real estate empire you want to build. But hey, before you go on a property buying spree, let's take a pit stop in the next part to explore the potential risks and considerations involved. We want you to be an informed investor, not a reckless adventurer. Okay, we've established the property party vibe and discussed the benefits and accessibility. And now it's time to talk about the actual deal money. Money. Crowdfunding platforms are like little investment supermarkets, selling bite-sized pieces of real estate goodness. You don't need $1 million to join the fun. Start small, scale up later. It's like buying slices of that delicious cake we mentioned earlier, each bite bringing you closer to sweet returns. Now, things get interesting here. The way you earn those returns depends on whether you're investing in debt or equity. Think of it like choosing your weapon in a financial battle. Debt investments are like lending money to the project. You get regular monthly interest payments, kinda like getting paid back with rent every month. It's a steady, reliable flow of cash, like a babbling brook feeding your financial pond. Equity investments are more like owning a piece of the pie. You get a share of the rental income from the property, and when it's sold, you get a slice of the profit. It's like planting a seed, watching it grow, and harvesting a bountiful crop of cash later. Remember, with each type of investment, the risks and potential returns can vary. In the next part, we'll unpack those risks and considerations, so you can make informed decisions and become a real estate crowdfunding ninja. Okay, we've ignited your appetite for that sweet real estate action. We've discussed the various strategies to increase those profits, and now let's speak about actually attending the party. But hold your horses, because there's some vital data you need before you start throwing money at gleaming towers. First things first, due diligence is your best friend. Treat every project like a detective mystery. Scrutinize the developers, check their track record, and understand their plans. Think of it like putting a property under a magnifying glass before popping the champagne corks. Remember, you are not directly owning the real estate itself. You're becoming a member of an LLC, like a team of property adventurers pooling resources. It's a different kind of ownership, but with the right team and project, it can be a treasure trove of opportunity. Speaking of teams, the debt and equity structures are like the engine and steering wheel of the whole operation. Different projects, timeframes, and market conditions require different tweaks. It's crucial to understand how these structures work because they determine how your investment behaves and when you see those sweet returns roll in. Don't worry, we'll break down these structures and answer all your burning questions in the next part. We'll equip you with the knowledge to navigate the exciting world of crowdfunded property like a seasoned investor. Alright, we've got the engine revving and the steering wheel in hand. But before we hit the gas pedal and zoom into crowdfunded property heaven, let's buckle up and tighten our investigative seatbelts. It's time for some serious due diligence, because when it comes to your hard-earned cash, you don't want to just take someone's word for it. Think of the developers as the captains of your investment ship. You wouldn't blindly board a vessel with a skipper you know nothing about, right? So, scrutinize their experience. Have they sailed through choppy real estate waters before? Have they weathered financial storms and landed on successful shores? Past performance is never a guarantee, but it can give you a glimpse of their navigation skills. Don't be shy to ask questions. This is your interview for the captain's role. Why are they choosing the crowdfunding route? What are the details of their past projects? Did they hit their targets? Did things go smoothly? Are there any red flags in their financial statements or legal history? Remember, the more you ask, the clearer the picture becomes. Don't worry, we'll equip you with a full list of crucial questions to ask in the next part. We'll turn you into a due diligence ninja, able to sniff out potential pitfalls and choose the right investment ship to navigate the exciting waters of crowdfunded property. Scenario check. Remember, crowdfunding isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It shines when there's a need for flexible funding, especially for unique projects like commercial developments or niche properties. But if a project already has traditional financing lined up, crowdfunding might not be the best fit. Think of it as the perfect tool for situations where traditional banks might say no, but the potential is too good to ignore. Patience is a virtue. Remember, those juicy returns might not be instant gratification. Equity investors might see their profits when the property sells, which could take years. For debt investors, regular interest payments offer a steadier flow, but the overall return might be lower than equity in the long run. Think of it like a marathon, not a sprint. Choose your investment type based on your risk tolerance and timeline for seeing that sweet cash. And that, my friends, is the real estate crowdfunding journey in a nutshell. We've explored the perks, the risks, the due diligence, and everything in between. Now, you have the knowledge and the tools to navigate this exciting world with confidence. Remember, invest wisely, ask questions, and always do your research, because with the right approach, crowdfunding can be your gateway to building a real estate empire, one brick at a time.